Norm Macdonald was like the most eclectic fucking Renaissance mad mind hosting a goddamn sports show. That was their idea. That's called putting somebody in a fucking harness. He's hosting a goddamn sports show. Of course that wasn't, sports is one of the many, he doesn't even like sports. He just likes gambling, so he knows a lot about sports.
He was still funny.
Cameron Diaz is developing a movie that would take place in the world of Major League Baseball, and she wants her boyfriend, Yankee slugger Alex Rodriguez, to star in it. You can read my review for the film in Norm Macdonald's Suicide Note.
Norm might not have had the mainstream success that some of his contemporaries did, or that many of us think he should have had, but it wasn't because of his work ethic as some briefly speculated. It was more because of his ethics. Norm didn't pander. He didn't do comedy that he didn't think was funny just to make money.
He was the purest version of Don't Say This. And then he would find the most brilliant way to do it. He was a wordsmith.
Norm's comedy is for everyone. But I do think his refusal to pander is a big part of the reason why Generation X comedy lovers love him so much. I mean, that was supposed to be our thing, right? The generation that was never gonna sell out. Remember this guy? Norm showed his trademark integrity even as a very young comedian when he got his first huge break on Saturday Night Live.
In publishing news, Magic Johnson has received a $5 million advance from Random House for his new book entitled What You Can Do to Avoid AIDS. Chapter 1, Don't Have Sex with Me.
An edgy, underappreciated Weekend Update anchor.
Oh, the best. Easily the best weekend guy.
Norm's integrity was put to the test when head of NBC Don Allmeyer wanted him to stop doing jokes about O.J. Simpson, his buddy.
O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do.
You don't mind if I ask you a question?
What's that?
I hear this story, and there's like this press release that you get your ass fired. Is that true? No, you didn't get fired.
Yeah, they fired me.
No, they didn't fire you.
No, I'm serious. I talked to a guy that said I'm fired. And the Pope came out with a book this week, which contains a series of essays examining faith and morality in today's secular world and the changing role of the Catholic Church as it approaches the 21st century. The book is entitled, God Himself Told Me That O.J. is Guilty. He goes, oh yeah, I'm firing you there from the show. And then I said, oh, that's not good. Yeah. And then I said, why is that now? And he goes, oh, you're not funny.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, Lord, that's even worse news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
Of course, we all know the real reason he was fired.
Now, I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Norm's refusal to not be funny even cost him the greatest sponsor of all time, the Man Grate.
What is the Man Grate, you ask? It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates.
Iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
It's Man Grates.
Iron?
That
are
you kidding
when you say iron?
They are revolutionizing the way people grill.
It should be iron. That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
What, Adam Egan? Is it true? You haven't heard of the revolution? It is
Because the toughest language
to me, it's the easiest. Chicken, steak has never tasted so good. Be like fucking Larry King. That motherfucker, I say iron, and he's up my asshole for fucking 4 days. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the Man Grate. Man Grate.